How's it going, guys? We're back with another episode, and today is a special episode because I have the beautiful and talented Satara with me from New Jersey. How you doing today?
I am doing great. How's everyone doing today?
Oh, we're good. I'm good. I'm really good. It's early. It's
All right, awesome.
we're on the same time, right? Okay, it's
Yes,
11.
yes,
Okay,
we are.
all right.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do?
Okay. Well, again, as you said, my name is Satara. I'm based out of New Jersey. The name of my company is Star Credit Services, and I am a credit repair specialist. And basically, what we do is we help people get excellent credit. We teach financial literacy so that way people are better informed about their credit.
Okay. So you're basically somebody who helps rebuild somebody's credit, basically helps them understand what the credit is. So
Exactly.
I'm new. I'm a newly adult, and I, I'm just understanding the power of having good credit because before I didn't
Mhm.
understand anything.
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit about how did you get started into credit repair and financial literacy?
hmm Okay, so I got started with credit repair about a year ago. So basically, I mean, as you know, life happens
Yes.
to each and every one of us, and it shows up at different phases in our lives. And for me, life was showing up.
Okay.
Now, my background is nursing. I've been a nurse for 11 years. And there was a transition that was happening, and I came across someone actually on Instagram who was promoting her business. Anyone looking for part-time income, anyone wants to learn how to help people. So that's what kind of drew me in when I saw helping people, because as a nurse, that's what I do.
Okay.
I'm always helping. um, and then based on what was going on in my life, and my credit score was taking a hit at that time, I said, you know what, let me find out a little bit more
So
information.
you took the opportunity to help yourself and learn how to help others. That's awesome.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's exactly what happened. So as I start seeing results, I said, more people need to know about this. We definitely have to take this global, and make sure that more people, begin to learn about financial literacy. And that's what really started me on this journey. So since we're now almost a year fast forward, and I have left my nursing career to do this full
So
time.
you're doing this full time now.
Full time
That's
now,
great.
yes, yes, because that's just how passionate I am. Because we have so many people out here with a need.
Okay. So tell us, I seen something on your Instagram. It says financial freedom. Like, well, what does it mean to be like financially free? Because I was
That's
like
a good.
trying to understand that. I was like, huh.
Yeah, financial freedom. So basically, financial freedom is basically to be able to do what you want, when you want, and with whom you want. Okay, that is financial freedom. Not living paycheck to paycheck. Being able to, if you decide the next week, I'm flying me and my family out to the Bahamas for 7 days, we can do that,
Okay.
and it's not going to break a bank. Knowing that, you have things in place, for your children and for your children's children, that's what true financial freedom is.
So
Um,
put it setting money aside for pretty much anything and not having to like worry about money ever.
Exactly. Where
Okay.
money, it's just no longer becomes a factor, where you are actually living. You have time freedom. Those are basically, financial freedom, what financial freedom, consists of.
So being financially free would mean that you'd have multiple streams of income, right?
Absolutely.
So how does
Absolutely.
somebody like me get multiple streams of income or like anybody without like having to learn a trade?
Well, I think with any stream of income or anything that you do, is going to require you to learn something.
Okay.
May not necessarily be that you're going to have to like go to school, but you're going to have to learn. Okay, so one way would be, investments through stocks.
Okay.
trading, that sort of thing, that type of thing. Excuse me. But you still have to learn about it. You have to learn about
Yeah.
investments. You have to learn about stocks. Another option is trading. Forex is really big right now with Forex trading, but you have to learn, how to trade. Bitcoin,
What's
same thing.
Forex trading?
Forex, it's a type of trading now where you're not just trading in the US, you're trading globally.
Okay.
So between all different countries, it's trading. And it's actually something that I'm starting to learn about because it's another way to build your portfolio. So that way you can attain, financial freedom, because the goal is you want to be making money while you sleep.
Yeah. Passive income, right?
Passive income,
Yeah.
right? You want your money to be working for you and not against you.
Yeah.
So being able to trade and investing, in different stock markets, throughout the world, that's what Forex trading is.
Do you know anything about I forget investment? Is it index funds? Is that also trading in a way?
I believe that it is. I'm not too familiar with it. I've heard of the term, but I'm not 100% familiar
Okay.
with it. But it falls under that investment umbrella.
Okay, got you. So a
Yeah,
lot more young. You believe if a lot more young people understood trading and investment, they'll be financially free.
absolutely, absolutely, because it's just being able to understand, finances.
Yeah.
Being able to understand money. The root of it all comes down to money, and I think that that is a topic that a lot of people don't like to discuss.
Why is that?
But
Why is it so taboo? Like,
I listen. I wish I knew. I can say for me, growing up, I was always told, money's the root of all evil.
yeah,
Money is the root of all evil. And I think so many people have heard that, so when they see people with a lot of money, they think that, oh, they're greedy or, oh, they're these, but a lot of the, billionaires of the world, are the most,
giving.
kindest, giving, loving people that you will ever meet. Why? Because they understand that the concept of money is just a tool.
Yep, it is. The Bill and Melinda Gates, they give so much every year, and they're the
Yes,
richest, people on earth. One of
absolutely.
them, yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Oprah, you look at Mark Zuckerberg, Tony Robbins, there's so many. I mean, we can go on and
Yeah.
on, but they are the number one, philanthropists. They believe in giving, because that is really like the foundation with money. You want more money into your life, you have to give more. You have
Oh
to
yeah.
give more to get more.
I believe that's like a passage in the Bible, maybe, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
all right. So let's get back. Let's see. Multiple streams of income. So I was also on your Instagram, and you obviously you do credit repair. But what exactly is credit?
So credit, that's a very good question, Gil. So your credit is basically, it's known as your FICO score. And that score, comes from three credit bureaus, which is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And basically, there is a score that they calculate. It ranges anywhere from 300 to 850. Okay. So if your score starts on the 300, you're at the really low end, or what people would consider to say you have poor credit.
Okay.
Moving up into the 800 range, which is excellent credit. And I don't know if you know it or not, Gil, but 43 million Americans have a credit score less than 600.
And that's bad, right? It's poor
Yeah,
credit.
it's you're really on the, yeah. Well, you're not in the poor, but they consider that bad. When you look at the range, like a 600, lenders consider that bad credit.
Yeah.
And a lot of Americans think that I have good credit. My credit score is a 600.
No.
No, I'm
But
sorry.
before I purchased my home with my wife, my credit score was like a low 5,
Mm-hmm.
and I built it up, started paying back some loans, doing the
Mm-hmm.
snowball effect. I think that's what it's called. Slowly
Yeah.
paying everything back, and then
Yeah.
now it's a lot higher, and I'm like, wow. And now I'm getting all these offers and
Oh
discounts,
yeah.
and I'm like, I don't need any of that.
You don't want to go back.
No.
You don't want to go back. Once you start seeing that increase in your score, and you start, it makes you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good about your financial future, and what's your ability to provide not only for yourself but for your family. And I think that that's very important, and that's why I've become so passionate about helping people and just really educating.
Yes.
Just educating and knowing your score. A lot of people don't even know their credit score.
That's scary. Yeah.
It's extremely scary. And then you have the lenders who, unfortunately, some, that's a beautiful thing
They,
for
they
them.
take advantage of it, right?
They take advantage of people. So that's why you can have someone, with, driving a vehicle and they have an 18% interest rate.
Wow. Yeah.
And it happens where they could be owning two cars.
As long as it's a Cadillac, right?
As-
It's all about appearances. Like, why do you think people are so drawn to like impressing others when it comes to like, using their credit and destroying their credit history?
I think it comes to play into, I'm going to use the term, and I think we've all heard it, keeping up with the Joneses.
Yes.
And that's what many people want to do because, right now, Gil, I mean, we're a social media driven society,
Yes.
and everyone is looking at what the next person is doing. Everyone wants to be, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Everyone wants to, live like all these top celebrities. Everyone, they're looking at the Cardi B's, they're looking at all these different celebrities and they're just like, oh wow, this is how I want to live, but they don't know their backstory.
No,
They don't know
Yep.
that where they had to start at. Everybody starts at the bottom.
Of
They
course.
just arrive. Everyone has a story, but many don't take the time to see how they got there. And some people will, unfortunately, they'll go for broke to buy a Beyonce concert ticket or to buy the latest Jordans or to go buy that Gucci belt or, excuse me, or to go buy that Louis bag.
So, so how can we teach those people? Obviously, you're doing it, but how can me, somebody who's trying to understand credit history, how can we like educate people, tell them that this is wrong?
Yeah, I mean, basically, what we can do is exactly what you and I are doing right now, getting the word out. And that's the only way. We have to keep exposing them. It has to really be everywhere. Know your credit. We have to always be talking about credit and financial literacy. I think because the more we see it, then, it starts to tap into the subconscious mind.
Yeah, that's true.
It starts to tap in, the more that they see it. But if nobody's talking about it, nobody's ever going to know. So we need more change agents. We really got to be out here making a change.
Yeah. So I was also doing some research and I noticed a term that just kept popping up. It says authorized user.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
So basically an authorized user. So let's just say, for example, you and your wife. So say, I know you've said you've recently been receiving some, credit card offers.
Yes.
Okay. So let's just say, for example, you get a Home Depot card and you put your wife on as an authorized user. Okay. So now you've given her access to your credit card. Okay. So she can go and use the credit card just as it's hers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But basically, you're going to help her boost her score based on how you're paying.
So she will be able to grow her credit through my credit?
Absolutely. From the benefit of your credit card.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, from the benefit of your credit card. So let's just say you get a Home Depot card and your card is $1,000. So you only use, maybe you only use $250 of it. And every month you're making those timely payments, which is good because that's what you want, so it's showing a good payment history, which again reflects well for your credit score.
Okay.
So for her as well, it's going to reflect as a good trade line for her as well. It's going to be a positive credit.
So by how many points? But will it like increase?
It really depends on where you're at.
Okay.
If you have more positive accounts, more positive trade lines, then it's going to go in your favor. But if you have more negative accounts or delinquent accounts, and this is say your only good standing account, it's going to be a little harder. You're not going to see a huge increase.
Gotcha.
Because you have more negative accounts that are outweighing your good standing account.
Okay. All right. So now I know what that is. So What would be the quickest way for somebody to grow their credit score?
The quickest way, I don't like to say the quickest way,
Okay.
because I don't believe that there is an easy fix, because your credit, we didn't destroy it overnight, so it's not going to be repaired overnight.
Hmm.
And when I say overnight, some people, are just like, like, okay, tomorrow or, next week or, my credit is going to be restored. But I think that definitely getting with a credit repair specialist, and having someone such as myself be able to look at your information and get started on the services so we can start to repair your credit. Some people may opt to do it themselves. I don't necessarily recommend it because even though you may start paying things, it's still not taking away that negative reflection on your credit report.
Okay. So it looks good when you get in contact with a credit repair specialist.
Right, because we're able to get the negative items off.
Okay.
Right, and that's what the credit bureaus, and that's how that is how they boost your, that's one way that your score can be boosted. Also, paying things on time. A late payment can hurt your credit score like from anywhere from 20 to 30 points.
Wow. That's a
Late payment.
lot.
That's a lot, and that is 35% of your credit score.
Late payments.
Late payments.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's huge. And that's why it's more financial literacy. It's just getting people to understand, just the basic foundation. And those were things that I can at least speak for myself, Gil, that, it wasn't taught in school. We
Yeah.
didn't learn that in school.
So why?
I,
Because I was running back thinking about my economics class in 11th grade. And the only thing that we got taught was maybe how to like sign a check.
yeah, that was it. Yeah.
So
Here's learn your John Hancock.
that was it. John Hancock.
That was it.
That's it.
Your signature. And that's exactly, I remember the same exact class.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. You learn how to sign a checkbook, but no one ever went a little deeper to teach us, okay, how to balance that checkbook.
Yes.
Okay, what happens if you write a bad check? Okay, what happens if you go out and apply for a credit card? Paying your credit card on time, looking at your interest rate, knowing your credit score. It's just so many areas, that was just never taught. And that's why I think the majority of our society is where we are, because no one really, talked about it, because it's always kind of been, money, kind of like that taboo conversation.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody really wanted to have the conversation of money. But I think if there was more conversations of money, we would definitely be a lot further than where we are. But I will say, Gil, one good thing with our company is that we have what's called the Youth Financial League, which we go back into the schools and we start teaching students about financial literacy, and we also offer scholarships every year.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Last year we gave away $250,000 in scholarships.
Okay.
This year, $350,000. So yeah,
that's a lot. That's giving back to the community, and then that cycle will continue over and over again.
Absolutely, because it starts with our children.
Yes.
They're the next generation that's coming up.
Yep.
So we need them to be financially literate.
Yeah. Because I remember in high school, as soon as I got out of high school, I immediately went to college, got so many loans, got a laptop because, hey, you got to get a laptop, got this
for
camera for teacher, buy the book. And then I'm like, wait, what? Like in so much debt, And it's crazy.
You come out. And that's why they are, there's been recent articles talking about, how students are, young adults are coming out of college and how they can't get a loan. They can't qualify for, for homes right now. They can't buy. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because they go to college and they sign up for all these free offers. So not only are you coming out of college and you have anywhere from $60,000 to $100,000 of student loans, but now you have another $10,000 to $20,000 of credit card debt.
Wow. Yeah.
So you're already upside down, because when you come out of college, let's just say whatever profession, but let's just say you come out and you're only making $40,000 a year.
You're drowning.
You're already upside down.
Yeah. Man. Well, at least we have people like you are on the front lines, helping, people who need the help with the credit. And where can they find you? Where can they find you? Like, where can they contact you? You have offices everywhere, right?
Yes, I have business partners all over the U.S., but if anyone needed to contact me, you can contact me by phone. My number is 856-522-3822. And again, we service clients all over the U.S. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at star_credit services or on Facebook, Star Credit Services.
All right. Well, thank you. I would love to have you again. You know,
Oh,
maybe we can
absolutely.
have another guest and they can like ask you like one-on-one questions. That'd
Yeah,
be
that would be
awesome.
great. Yeah, that
Well,
would be really great, Gil. Yeah.
all right. Thanks again for watching, guys, and listening. And stay tuned for the next episode.